right, Rebecca. So I wanted to check in with the memory that we've been working on. So I wanted to know, do you remember what we worked on last time?
So, I don't.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the previous target that we were working on, does it still feel disturbing for you?
Could you remind me what it was?
You were 8 years old at the dinner table with your dad.
Um, that one doesn't feel disturbing anymore, but a connected memory came up, just kind of the kids in school being bullying me, about the same age.
Okay.
So they used to draw whales on the chalkboard and call me Killer Whale and put dead bats in my desk. So that the one with my dad feels complete, but that connected one is feeling more charged now.
Okay, so this is the other associated memory that's been brought up as a result of the target.
Yes.
Okay. Were the present triggers more or less active for you?
Less active.
Okay. All right. And what is the image that is the worst part of this memory right now?
The teacher sending me away to the office so he could have a talk with the class that was all in a little group, like making fun of me.
What emotions are you feeling right now?
Frustration and anger.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, how disturbing does that feel to you right now?
About a 5.
Okay. So what I'd like for you to do is bring up that memory, notice where you feel the disturbance in your body, and go ahead and start your pulsers. All right, I'd like for you to stop your pulsers, and what are you noticing now?
Um, I'm noticing just kind of irritation with the teacher that instead of kind of validating that the behavior was inappropriate, he almost like co-shamed me by sending me away. I'm just kind of annoyed with his response. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so go with that. Go ahead and start your pulsers again. Go ahead and stop your pulsers. And what are you noticing now?
Just kind of the piece that I had to be in many relationships. I had to be the adult, like I had to act like the responsible, parentified child, even at school. And that's just not the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to notice that. Go with it. All right, go ahead and stop your pulsers. And when you go back to the original memory, what are you noticing now?
Um, Noticed some tightness on the left side of my back, and Just kind of wishing that the adults in my life had been more responsible.
Okay. Notice that. Go with it. I'd like you to stop your pulsers. And what are you noticing now?
The back pressure is going up my shoulder, and just a sense of I couldn't trust that the adults would be adults, so I had to do things myself, and just hurt of that.
All right. So go ahead with your pulsers. Start to notice that. I'd like you to stop your pulsers. What are you noticing now?
Just kind of noticing a shift in my inner dialogue of it wasn't, the adults weren't showing up, so I couldn't just rely on them. And I did what I had to do to stay safe. Kind of shut down a little bit, and food was a source of comfort, and it's what I had to do at the time, just kind of noticing more compassion for myself.
Yeah. All right. Go with that. Go ahead and stop your pulsers. When you go back to the original memory, what are you noticing now?
My back doesn't feel tight anymore.
Okay. All right. So just notice that. Go with it. Go ahead and stop the pulsers. What are you noticing now?
Kind of noticing that some of the comments and the rhetoric and the drawings that they use were just, pretty. I'm not a whale, obviously. I'm a human. And just kind of noticing that they just don't have as much power.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and go with that. Go ahead and stop the pulsers. What are you noticing now?
Just a sense of empowerment that it doesn't matter ultimately what 8-year-olds thought of my appearance and my body. I live in my body, and I'm the only one that needs to be comfortable in my body.
All right. Notice that. Go with it. I'll have you stop the pulsers. When you go back to the original memory, what are you noticing now?
It's almost like it feels neutral, and my brain is just automatically trying to put in a positive cognition of just trying to like shift it to, you know, screw them. You're comfortable in your own body or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Notice that. Go with it. I'm going to have you stop the pulsers. When you bring up the original memory on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is no disturbance and 10 is the highest disturbance you can imagine, how disturbing does it feel right now?
0.
Okay. I'd like for you to go with that. I'd like you to stop the pulsers. You bring up the original memory on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is no disturbance and 10 is the highest disturbance you can imagine. How disturbing does it feel to you now?
Still a 0.
Okay. So I'd like to move to the installation phase since you've reported 2 zeros to me. Do the words, I am okay as I am, still fit, or is there another positive statement you would feel that is more suitable?
I'm okay in my body.
Think about the memory and those words, I am okay in my body. From 1 completely false to 7 completely true, how true do you feel?
6.
Okay. So what I'd like for you to do is hold them together. Those words, I am okay in my body, and that memory, and go ahead and start your pulsers. I'd like for you to stop the pulsers. On a scale of 1 to 7, how true to the words, I am okay in my body, feel to you now?
Stronger, but not yet a 7, like a 6.5.
Okay. So I'd like you again, think about that memory and those words, I am okay in my body, and start the pulsers. I'd like for you to stop the pulsers. On a scale of 1 to 7, how true do the words, I am okay in my body, feel to you now?
7.
Okay. So I'd like to move on to the next stage. And let's look at the body scan. So close your eyes and keep in mind the original memory and the words, I am okay in my body. Then bring your attention to the different parts of your body, starting with your head and working downward. Any place that you find any tension, tightness, an uncomfortable sensation, tell me.
A little bit in my neck and shoulders.
Okay. So I'd like for you to hold together the memory and the words, I am okay in my body, and start the pulsers. Go ahead and stop the pulsers. What are you noticing now in your body?
Shifted from my shoulders to my lower back and my calves.
Okay. Is this an uncomfortable sensation? Is it tension?
It's a little tight and a little hot.
Okay.
A bit uncomfortable, yes.
Okay, so holding together the memory and the words, I'm okay in my body, start the pulsers. I'd like for you to stop the pulsers and bring the attention to the different parts of your body, keeping in mind the original memory and the words, I'm okay in my body. Are you noticing any tension, tightness?
No, feels pretty clear now.
Okay. So is there a gesture or movement that would help you connect with that feeling of I am okay in my body?
Maybe kind of a shoulder.
And then the shoulders, just rolling them out. Okay. So we are getting close on time. The processing we've done today may continue after the session. You may or may not notice new insights, thoughts, memories, or dreams. If so, just notice what you're experiencing. And if you wish, you can record it on the Memories and Lies log. Use the resources we have worked on to help manage any disturbance. We can work on this material next time. Is there any type of resource that you would like to do before we stop today?
No.
Okay. Well, if necessary, you can call me.
All right. Thank you.